All right, now we have Dr. Sola, who is a security expert, to join us live from London. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
All right, thank you so much for being part of the news today. So what's your immediate reaction to the nationwide End Bad Governors protest despite the president's address?
Yes. I think they've staged their protest, registered their case, and what have you. They wanted the president to make a speech or rather to address the nation, which he has done. So if they still continue this protest, that means they have ulterior motive. And that is where the security operative need to come in and do the needful. That's my take concerning that particular your question. So be that as it may, I think we need to look deeper and allow the security agents to do their work. Because now, like we're seeing foreign flags and what have you. That is not part of the protest, except they have other motives, which of course is the job of the security agents to actually go in there and fish out those that are behind this. That's my take.
All right, so there has been back and forth over the issue of live ammunition to disperse protesters, with the admittance from the Nigerian military. What does this portend for us as a nation?
When they talk about live ammunition, yes, for me, it is not just, there's a local parable that said, not be slap me, I cause fight. That's a local adage. Not he slap me, I cause fight. I saw physically where youth took over the armored vehicle of the Nigerian police as well. If they say ammunitions, we know when it started, a person was actually killed. How do they expect them to defend themselves until they kill 10, 20 policemen? Yes, it is not compatible, but they try as much as they could. They use water canister and what have you, even with the presence of the military personnel, that is the not just the police this time. The people, the crowd, did not even yield to that threat. So if one or two persons is being maybe during one shot and something happened, I don't think they actually opened fire or live ammunition on all the protesters. We know what happened in other states, not just in almost all the states, apart from one or two states that we never experienced casualty concerning burning of vehicles and what have you. Those that are talking about, yes, human rights and what have you, if it has happened to them, they will ask questions, where are the security agents? How are we sure they want to protect? How can they protect us if things like this, can happen to maybe your property, your vehicles, the banks, and filling stations, just name it. So if one happened, it is not to say, yes, we support it. But if one out of 100 happens, it could be just out of accidental discharge. I don't think they actually meant to open fire on any protesters, because they were the ones actually escorting and protecting the protesters, as it were.
All right, so finally, with assurances from the military that Nigeria will not give room for coup, do you think the country's leadership has given Nigerians enough reasons to remain calm?
Come back to that question.
All right, so I said with assurances from the military that Nigeria would not give room for coup, that military takeover. Do you think the country's leadership has given Nigerians enough reasons to remain calm?
Of course. Whether we like it or not, like what someone was talking about, the chief of defense staff that is not a politician, we're talking about just 1 year. 1 year. He's not a magician. Let's see what will happen if he doesn't perform in the next 2-3 years. Then he still has other chance. If you want to vote him for second tenure, because if you don't want to vote him for second tenure because he did not perform, so be it. You have reasons not to vote him. The long and short of it is, yes, these youths that are performing and taking part, participating in this protest, they need to be properly educated. reorientation because you want him to address you. What is it? What is anything strange from what he said during his campaign? No. So it's just all about, I mean, more of talking to our children, talking to our students, talking to our words to understand what the implication of what they are doing. Because a lot of people are suffering. You deprive people that borrowed money to do their business, filling stations and other places, they cannot pay. People that rely on a daily pay, they couldn't. And you say you're not punishing the government, you're punishing your neighbor, your parents, and other people. So for me, let's
All right.
allow the government to continue and see what and what to do. We're talking about removal of subsidy and what have you. They know what to do. He has addressed the nation. So for now, you should allow peace to reign. That is
All
my own
right.
advice.
All right, so thank you so much, Dr. Sola Mese, who is a security expert, and he joined us live from London. Thank you so much for being a part of the news.
Thank you for having me.